And hello again, everybody. Welcome on back to another episode of Factorio. My brain wanted to say shapes, but that is not this game. And today we're going to go ahead and keep up with what we've been doing. I was really worried for a second that something weird was going on, but no, that's good. So what do we want to get done today? I don't know. Oh, I bet you it's because I rearranged the belts a little bit. Let's go ahead and just put that back on. And let's see what we can get done. So obviously we're gonna want to start getting some stone done. We've got a lot of pipes and a lot of steel. Yeah, I guess I didn't quite think about this layout because if we want to make more, I can fit it in here. You can always just underground and whatnot, but I guess we'll see. So we've got solar panels unlocked. One of our next things is we're gonna want to get oil, but obviously we don't have much of it to work with in the general area, so let's see. Because we might want to work towards getting engines and then cars and then being able to go from there. We also probably want to upgrade the number of science machines that we have because, not particularly doing too much in the way of science research-wise, but, we're making more than we're generally using, which is not too bad. And then once I get the next level of logistics, I'm going to want to start making some more I'm going to want to start making red belts, which I believe are just a combination of, let's see, yeah, so it's just gear, wheels, and then the transport belt, so I can actually filter that off from here, and then combine them and make the red belts that I want. Which, luckily won't be too difficult because I figured out how that all works. Let's go ahead and add on our slabs. There we go. So, as always, hopefully everyone is doing well today, taking care. I've just been kind of hanging out, relaxing, all cool, outside the school, when a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in the neighborhood. And you know how the rest goes. And if you don't, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but, not everyone's experienced every show. But I would recommend Fresh Prince. It was a very good time, very enjoyable. So let's see here. What I want to do is come here and we'll filter out the gear wheels. And we can bring that on over, come over here, filter out the transport belts, and that can come out over here. Oh, actually, let's bring this to the right side, I think. And then we can bring, oh, no, that needs to be like there. There we go. Oh no, that didn't make a difference. Okay, that's fine. And all we need to do is just come down like that. And that's where we'll start making the next set of transport belts. And maybe I can set you here. There you go. And all we have to do is just bring you... Oh, These need to move up one more. There we go. And now we can bring just you straight up right here. And we'll just make sure we've got 3 of those. And there we go. Yeah, that'll work for right now. And obviously we'll need to hook you up to power and obviously also unlock the faster science stuff, but once we do, or not the faster science, the faster logistics, but once that's unlocked, that'll be a little bit less work than we have to do. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll just put some fast ones on this side and go from there. All right, and then, later on we'll be able to do more stuff with that. So go ahead and at least get that set up and ready. I think probably our stone's caught up, yeah. So I think for the guy that I've been following, we want to have 1 thing of stone so that we can use it for what we need, and then 1 thing of stone bricks. That's finished. Let's get our logistics up there. That'll take a little bit of time, but luckily we got all the time in the world. Obviously, just kind of, like I said, mainly this is based around doing a casual playthrough, not trying to do any, like, pro strats or anything like that to, get through the game quicker. I'm here to enjoy it, here to, and share that with everyone. And like I said, hopefully you are enjoying it, because that would be very nice. As always, I am very glad to see any support on the channel, likes, comments, anything like that. I am always down to try my hand at interacting and, getting better at things. So any suggestions, anything like that, obviously I'll try my best to take it into account when I make content in the future. And yeah, it's always appreciated. Right now definitely working on trying to get backlog up. Thinking about trying to drive and see some family that I haven't gotten a chance to see in a while, and luckily, since I'm not working or anything like that, I'm not really exposing myself other when I have to, and at least hopefully getting the opportunity to see family that I haven't seen in a while will be good for me. I've gone through a lot of life changes, and I care about family, and it's nice to see them when I can, but also I kind of just have needed a break from pretty much everyone in general for the past little bit. So a lot of it kind of comes down to seeing how things go and trying to just make the best of this situation that I can right now, especially given that everything's kind of messed up and weird. One of the main things that's definitely been making me happy is if you... It's pretty much like a mint Arnold Palmer. So it's half mint tea that, you know, brew, and then combine that with some lemonade, and it's just very nice. It's very perfect for the summertime heat. It's got a nice little just minty aftertaste to it, almost if you've had like any sort of, you know, like mint chocolate chip ice cream or whatnot. It kind of is like that if you get it right, and it's so good. Like I said, it's just nice and refreshing and enjoyable for just how hot it's been, and especially someone who can't deal with the hot weather all that well. Pretty perfect. So, you know, I've been enjoying that, and yeah, like I said, a lot of it's been trying to relax and enjoy things as time goes along, and, you know, trying to work on making better content. I want everyone who's watching to be able to enjoy and, you know, have a nice time. Although, hopefully, you can take into account the fact that I just place things wrong a lot, and that doesn't... See? Doing it again. Hopefully I can stop you from being bothered too much by that. And we're gonna need more power poles and all sorts of stuff. Really doing great a job right here. But at least those maybe enough. We'll take you out. And honestly, we might want to start replacing inserters with faster ones, but see, look, did it again. One day I'll learn how to place things properly. You know, not just let my brain be like, oh yeah, you know how you wanted to do this way? Well, how about it you didn't? Boom, boom, boom. And boom. And of course I need some more wood. And you know what? We'll probably want to move you up. Get rid of you. You can go... We'll split here instead. And there we go. Hopefully saturate the belt with more iron instead of just one lane being then split again into two. I don't know if that'll really help or not, but I'm hoping. Obviously we'll have to wait and see for everything to get fully saturated again. Because, you know, cut off the supply for a little bit, and now everything's kind of running behind, but hopefully what should happen is, you know, something will catch up and then we go from there. Because, you know, it's made it all the way down over here, even though I cut out the supply, but it's not made it down here yet. But looks like it'll just take a couple minutes to really just catch up. And yep, that needs to be brought there, so that way I can have power. Alternatively, I might just need to kind of, you know, shorten this, obviously, but shorten that, make the belts faster. Pretty much everything will kind of make things better with time. But as we don't have a lot to work with right now, you know, just trying the best that I can and going from there. So let's see here. So I do have the tier 2 for that unlocked. Obviously I pretty much want as much steel as I can possibly get. Although honestly I don't think this is gonna cut it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of all of this here. And, you know, start trimming off a little bit at a time, seeing what we need and don't need, and going from there. Because it looks like it gets all the way down, and then, yeah, so probably all that I just added is not really needed anymore. But, you know, it's part of just kind of testing things and trying. But as long as, you know, things can start saturating, that's what we need, because the most important part for catching up throughput is, you know, having everything be at the right place. And obviously having everything running at full, and obviously our splitter is, you know, kind of delaying things because we're only getting half, but like I said, it looks like things should hopefully keep up. We just need to wait for them to fully fill up the extra reserves and then go from there. But hopefully our logistics 2 will be done soon, and we can go from there. So in order to get the oil pumped over from here, we're going to want to add in some so I think we need to get engines done, so that way we can make fluid handling, which will then give us pretty much all the stuff we need to pump the fluid out. Oh, so we need fluid handling and then oil processing, and once we get there, everything will be pumped out and we'll be able to start using the oil as we want it. Are we running low on power? No. I don't know why this isn't running at full. Because I feel like it should be. But logistics 2 finished. And so let's get engines going. Hopefully that'll be a little bit quicker. Yeah, I'm not honestly sure why. But I guess here soon we could actually start upgrading to the electric furnaces, save us some space and whatnot, but make everything faster. But yeah, really not sure why things are running so slow. It should be fully saturated, and I don't know why it's only not fully saturated on the other side. But, you know, still obviously have a lot to figure out about this game and such, especially since I've put a lot of time into it. But, you know, we'll get there. I'm just really curious as to why everything's... Oh, well, I guess, you know, if it's only backed up on the right side, it's all being used over here, and... who knows? But for you, we want you to be fast transport. You can go like that. Take you. And, oh, well, actually, we don't really need a fast inserter now, do we? But we place you right there, and we grab ourselves a chest to put stuff in. And let's say for right now, we can just go ahead and put to there. Okay, so actually we probably do need faster ones if we want it to work better. Cool, so now we don't really need to pull off and save those. But, you know, it's not going to be something I'm going to complain too much about. Yeah, I figured that would probably happen too. Okay, so let's start fluid handling, get you going, and oh, I don't know why it backed up and wasn't doing anything. That's weird, but... I'm going to keep an eye on it just to make sure that it keeps going. So it's funny, the other night, a friend and I played Hearthstone Battlegrounds. And if you're not familiar with it, it's just like, you know, a lot of other like auto battlers, like auto chests and stuff like that. You know, genuinely, it's a fun time. I like it because since it is luck based, that means I can win. Uh, I've won, I think, only a couple games, but you know, obviously, it does take skill too. But I have a much better chance of winning than I would if I played, you know, normal Hearthstone or anything like that. So I'm definitely not going to complain too much about the luck giving me some advantages. Because in real life, I'm not a lucky person, but playing games, I'll tell you, I get some good luck every now and again. And definitely not gonna complain about that. So the next thing I need to figure out is what I want to do about stone and stone bricks. Because we're going to need to bring these stone bricks out a little bit to get things to, you know, for us to continue making stuff with our factory. But obviously this is where trains would come in handy, and because we don't have trains, there's not much that I can do. Let's see here. I do love seeing some of the stuff that people come up with for doing like just trains that have artillery cannons on them, because I think you can let those... No, I don't know if you let them auto fire or what, because I've never used it before, but you know, it's just crazy to see somebody like set stuff up and just run the train tracks over by some aliens, and then you just start destroying them. And you know, obviously feel bad about, because aliens are just living their best life over here, and you know, we're killing them, but you know, that's just part of the game, and you know, you can kind of distance yourself from being too upset about things. So I feel like if I want it to be faster, I need to add on some more of those. Which, yeah, it's not going to work at all. Because, you know, obviously we're not really using many gears for here all that often, but we can only put out so many from there. And, you know, obviously I kind of screwed myself over a little bit on... Well, no, if we do this, we can build here. And we'll set those to those two. And we'll grab a couple of you. So you can go like that. And no, that's not gonna really do us any good. I guess what we do now is instead of having it split there, maybe we can split here And then we split off the iron plates. Yeah, it's funny. I'm recording this at, 1 in the morning right now? Because I suffer from a lot of, like, sleep issues. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? This would be a good idea. But I probably shouldn't be doing this type of stuff when I'm tired. Because a lot of stuff's probably going to start suffering a bit from belt spaghetti. And now, belt spaghetti doesn't bother me, mind you, but I know that it can definitely bother a lot of people, and I try my best to limit myself from creating spaghetti when I can, especially when I can't even say the word properly. Gotta at least respect it somehow. But, let's start with that. And, we'll put 3 of you over top. And we'll see how we can keep things going. But yeah, like I said, I've been suffering obviously from a lot of just kind of sleep related issues, and don't mind just taking the opportunity to get some more work done and hopefully not keep rushing myself, because I run into that issue a lot where I'm like, I'll have plenty of time, and then I end up not being able to sleep, and I sleep late, and then I'm like, all right, well, now I have to do extra work to get the video up. And obviously I've wanted to create a backlog for a little bit, so if I'm already gonna be awake, might as well try and use my time to create content. And I'm obviously gonna try and avoid burnout, but there's obviously only so much that can be done. And you know what? What if we do this? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, not you either. uh oh, tired brain. Thinking you're so smart, and yet you're not. You're dumb. So this will probably be a very fun episode to watch, but what am I here for other than to provide entertainment if I can? See, but now what's going on here? Even... No, because I don't want to keep pulling you. I want to... I don't know. Can I set the filter to here with those, and then... No, but... Okay, what if we just stop that for right now, and we just run you through? Does that make you happy? And then we can let the gears build up? And... Okay, you'll still grab those, which is good. Okay, so obviously I'm not getting enough throughput, which is really the issue. But we got at least some transport belts, so we can maybe make you faster? Question mark? Honestly, one thing I am really excited for, I know a lot of people have been playing it, but Fall Guys. I think that'll be a really good time for eventually being able to play. I think it comes out on Friday? No, it comes out... Today's the 31st. So Saturday is the 1st, Sunday is the 2nd, Monday is the 3rd, Tuesday is that day that we're gonna be getting Fall Beasts, not Fall Beasts, Fall Guys. I'm so used to it because it plays kind of like one of the like Gang Beasts and Fall. Okay, so there's Human Fall Flat, Gang Beast, and then now Fall Guys, which, you know, are all kind of like similar styles in the way that, you know, they kind of like handle things like just the wonky-ish movement and whatnot, and obviously, you know, just pretty good in general. But they have all definitely have their own unique experiences and stuff like that. So you go like that, and then we make you, and hopefully once we complete this up, everything should stay fully saturated a bit better. And obviously, you know, I'm going to need to take the time to start making everything you know, go as well as possible. But okay, so that's at least staying good, but we're probably gonna need some more assembling machines making the gears. So let's try and we'll make one of you, expand it, and keep going from there. So one, we'll get 2 fast inserters. 1, 2. You go like that. We want to keep this going fast. And there you go. And you know, we're not really running into the issue where, you know, we're not keeping up throughput in this. What if we do make this faster though? Does it make a difference? I'd say it does, but I know nothing, so really, does that matter? I think we'll probably want more, but for right now, we'll see how this kind of keeps up. Because I think probably one more would do the trick, though. So let's try one more. And again, get ourselves some fast inserters. Make sure you're speedy, make sure you're speedy. And there we go. And now I think we'll probably need to up the amount of iron that's coming onto this belt. What if we make 1 fast splitter and see how that treats us? There we go. We'll switch you. And, you know, obviously every time we split it, we're going to need to replace those, but... Okay, so I was like, I don't think we can support that because we can't... we'll need to upgrade a lot in order to actually get everything to run properly. But, you know, let's go ahead and at least just create a couple more fast splitters. Because, you know, obviously what we might be running into is just an issue where we're not, you know, splitting fast enough beforehand. But if we can keep things fully saturated like that, notice that they're pretty much okay. So the gaps are closing in there, and hopefully there we go. That's the full saturation I want. Let's look into the fun, never-ending decisions, because obviously I'm going to unlock everything, but I guess let's work on trying to get ourselves a car, because once we get a car, we can start driving around, increase the distance that we can go, and expanding from there, because I think I'm going to try and I'm going to need to set up trains, especially for stone and stone bricks, for belting in more fluid, and other intermediate products that we don't have really all that much access to right here, because we've got 2 patches of oil, so that can only do so much for us. Eventually we'll need uranium. I probably want to try and grab the stone over here, but let's go ahead and save, and we will save it for the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment if you have anything you wanted to share, anything suggestions wise, or just general comments. I always enjoy hearing feedback and trying to interact when I can. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you want to keep up with the content I release in the future, and maybe check out some of the other series if you haven't watched it. So have a good time, and I will see you in the next episode.